Hello, 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 hello. How are we? Oh my gosh. Last one. Last one. I'm just checking my internet speed because there's one thing I've learned over the last 30 days is sometimes my internet speed is a little bit troublesome. And so sometimes it comes up pixeling. So hopefully this is good. Oh my goodness. How are you all? How has your day been? How's your day starting? Hope everyone's well. I've just been sitting here reflecting over the last 30 days, as you would, trying to work out, so what have I learnt? Learnt tons of stuff. And I'm certainly a lot more confident in front of the camera. It's probably not a good thing, actually, no. And, I think probably the biggest lessons come on the days when you just can't be bothered. Seriously, you're just in a real frump and you just want to sit down and eat and do nothing else. But when you set a promise, and I really believe that, that hopefully there's been some stuff out there that I've managed to share that's been of value to you. In fact, I know it has been of value. Thank you for everyone. Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Hope you're well, darling. Thank you so much for your support over the last 30 days. It's just been so awesome, this whole exercise. And I think I've really learned so much, so much about myself and sort of pushing myself out there and trusting to go with whatever comes up on the day. I think a few times there I've tried to be really structured, and in the end it's just been taken over by what I felt is really important to speak about. So really interesting things that I learnt, of course, is just building that confidence to speak. And I think also finding my voice, my own style of speaking as well. It's been huge. At times I didn't know what to talk about, but I guess, as I started to talk, things did come through, and a lot of it was a reflection of what was going on for me on the day or on the morning before. So I think that's been of great value, just to tap into what's going on in our day, because if it's one thing that's really stood out for people that have reached out to me during this journey, is that we all have the same fears. We all have the same need to feel that we belong. We all have the same fear of judgment, fear of rejection. Of course, that was just, that comes through all the time. But what I also found was just the support. Thanks, Pam. It has been a lot of fun too. And some really interesting stats too, because for some of them, just to practice boosting, I've had some really interesting engagement there. So one of the videos, so all up I did 3 boosts, and it touched about 8,500 people watched more than 10 seconds of the video. So I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or not. Having said that, you imagine 8,000 people in one room, hey? Like, that's what blows my mind. And that's on one of them that I boosted. That's across all 3. And even just looking at an individual one, there was over 1,000 people that had watched it or had engaged and had clicked. And I think the power of social media and how, that reach can happen in ways that we just don't understand sitting here in our 4 walls in Brisbane, Australia. But I was having this look at one of the ads, and this is one that had 1,000 people watching it. I've got Wellington region was the highest in Queensland, of course, so 750 in Wellington, 575 in Queensland, England was 460 people. Auckland, 450, Victoria, Manawatu, so a lot of places in New Zealand, Alabama, WA, Ontario. Where's Ontario? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. California with 35 people, Scotland 34, Hawaii 19, ACT, Wales 13, British Columbia. I mean, this blows my mind. Minnesota 8, New Jersey 8, New York 8, Arizona, Florida, Texas, Ireland, Quebec, Missouri. These are places like, oh my gosh, I would only dream about. And like there's 7 people, 5 people, but these are people that I would never, connect with ordinarily or have access to. Kansas, Wisconsin, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, like the list goes on. Crazy. Right? And that's on one video. So, it's exciting because, the messages that I'm sharing are not new. They're definitely not new. We've all heard them. It's just my perspective. And I think that's where my confidence is at the end of the day, we're all 100% right. But it is our own perspective. And I figured, if that touches a few lives out there and is enough to say, maybe we should look at our things a little bit differently as well, then I feel like I've made a difference in someone's life. And, I've had people reach out to me just saying things like, I've given my all to this job for years and I'm worthy of promotion, but younger, newer people are coming in and they're getting promoted over the top of me. And it kills your spirit. And that's not fair. And so I think people are just starting to say, enough of lying to myself that's okay. Enough of trying to put your head down and work even harder, because clearly it's not going to change the way things are. And I think really the theme that over the last 30 days, hopefully that's come through is that we can take our power back. We can make choices that enable us to step into who we really want to be. And that's up to us. So I'm really excited. Ontario is in Canada. You have the world at your fingertips. Oh, right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, look, I think, for anyone, I mean, people that have been on this space probably look at the figures and go, yeah, that's not much. But for me and my journey and where I am at this point in time, that's huge. That's just blowing my mind. And, a coach said to me, imagine if you had 1,000 people in one room. It blows my mind. So that's it for me. I just wanted to keep a nice short reflection. I guess the other things that I've learned is lighting could be better. Lighting could be better. And hopefully with the new NBN coming here in Mount Warren Park, that might improve the quality of our internet speed as well. And I've also gotten a little bit more confident with the systems in terms of actually getting on live. I didn't even know how to turn the live button on. One thing I do have to work with is my mobile phone and going live when it's like landscape, because when I've tried to upload it in a test, it's still sideways. So I've always kept these ones to my desktop as much as possible. So lots of lessons learned and more to come. I think I'll probably still stick with one live a week now through this page, and then just sharing some insights as well. So that's me. That's me for now. Have an awesome night, and if you're tuning in afterwards, I know that a few people do. Please hashtag replay and pop in where you are tuning from. I mean, these stats and that are just incredible. It's amazing. All right. Mwah. Sending you so much love. And I'm sorry if you had to really endure a lot of pain through this, but it's been a lot of fun for me. All right. Okay. Take care. Good night. Have a good night. Good morning. Bless you all. Bye bye. No, you must be joking. Mwah.